You say you got a girl. Yeah, you want me.
Hey guys, it's Tori. So today I'm gonna be doing a like chit chat prom look, but it's gonna be like a natural glam type prom look. I'm kind of combining a prom look and this one makeup look that I really wanted to do together to do this look. And I just want to do a really quick disclaimer. Every freaking time I film, one, the lighting can get really bad at sometimes when I get too close to it and stuff. It gets really bright, so one, I'm sorry about that. And two, my hair never looks good in any video, and I'm really sorry, but I just like don't have the time or the patience to do my hair. And I ended up putting it back in the middle of filming anyways. And a quick thing also is if you hear people talking or you can hear like a loud like wispy type noise, my vanity is right by a window and it's like super freaking windy out here. And it's like really super windy outside and super cold, so that's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt like I always do. But enough with that. I have a lot to talk about, so let's just, you know, get started. Okay, so you guys obviously wouldn't know this, but I've been like pre-filming a shit ton lately because I have a lot going on, but we'll get into that in a second. But I primed my eyes quickly, and I'm going to be using the Morphe 3502 palette, and I'm super excited to use this. I've only used it like once or twice, and I literally still have like the names in here, and I'm trying to decide if I want to get rid of them or if I want to keep them. I probably honestly won't keep it. It's just too much work for me. But I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here in the crease as my transition. And I guess I'm going to be going in with this brush right here. I don't even know what this is. I need to like clean my brushes super bad because I've been doing a bunch of pre-filming, like I said. So I have like brushes with blue on them and pink and yellow, and so like I can't do them. I just need to get them cleaned. I have a lot going on right now. But I'm just going to take that in my crease, and these are so freaking pigmented, guys. See, that's what I meant with like the lighting. But these are like really, really pigmented, and they kind of get a little bit powdery, which is a little bit annoying, but they're really, really, really good shadows. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with this color just a little bit and put that slightly lower with we'll go with this angled brush by Luxie, and I'm just gonna put that a little bit lower than the shade before. And I want this to be like a bronze gold, like smoky eye, but I want it to be kind of like, I don't know, like kind of natural a little bit, but also something that you can wear to prom. So I don't know. I don't obviously go to prom. Like, I'm only an 8th grader, so I can't go to prom. But I just thought it'd be super fun to do a prom look. And obviously, like, no one's probably going to recreate this. But I just thought it'd be, like, super fun to film it. So, yeah, that's what we're doing today. But I'm filming this on the 20th, and I am going to Florida for half my spring break, and then to my mom's house for the other half of spring break. And I won't be able to film during spring break, so I have to pre-film videos for during spring break, and then I have to have some videos ready for when spring break is over, so that like I don't have to film right away and everything, and I can have like a little bit of a break. So I'm just trying to like get everything filmed ahead of time. So yeah, I'm gonna take a mixture of this orange and this red on this smaller brush, and I'm just gonna put that almost right over top of what we just did, and I'm just going to take that on this brush, obviously tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna go in this color. Alright, so I blended that color on both eyes, and now I'm going to go in with like a dark brown so I can get this mainly started. So I'm going to go in with this brown shade right here, and I'm just going to put that like on the outer corners, but not super far, because I want you to obviously be able to see the reds and the orange. So I'm just going to put that like right there, and these colors are kind of getting more like smaller around the circle, because I want all the other colors to be seen as well. Alright, so you can hear my brother screaming, but I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this black right here, and I'm just going to bring that on the outer corners and pretty much on top of that dark brown. The dark brown was kind of like a starter shade for that, for the black, but so I'm just going to bring this around, obviously, as we've been doing, and into the inner corner. And this is kind of going to help like carve out the halo a little bit and bring that up in the crease just a little bit. Sorry about the lighting, but kind of like that. And I know it looks like super messy now and everything, but it'll all get cleaned up with a makeup wipe, and once everything gets more blended and when the shimmer shade comes in, everything will look a lot better. I won't look this crazy, I promise. Alright, now that everything's like blended for the most part, I will go back in there like with the black and everything. I'm just going to cut my crease, so I put some Tarte Shape Tape on the back of my hand. And I feel like my eye's twitching, so if it is, I'm sorry. But I'm just going to go on with this little e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to cut the inner just a little bit. And you don't want your halo to be way too big. And I don't do halos very often, so I'm honestly a little nervous, but I'm just gonna cut it with the concealer. Alright guys, so a little bit has happened since then. So I put glitter primer on the like cut halo, and I went in with this toffee shade right here from the Violet Voss palette because I didn't like the gold in the Morphe palette, and I used a wet brush to do that. And now I'm just going to go in with all of those shades from before. So we're just going to start with the second brown color, not the transition shade, but the other color. And I'm just going to go back in and blend just a little bit. Be very careful that you don't like touch the halo or anything. So we're just going to go in and blend a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go in with that, only the orange this time because I think the red was a little bit too much. So a tiny bit of the orange, and like right above your crease, just put some of that orange shade. A bit of that darker brown shade on the edge of the black and just blend it. Alright, and now right on the outside of your halo, go in with the black, and we're just going to apply it for more color and to blend it in with the gold shade. So go slightly on top of some of the gold just so you have a good blend. Guys, so I have on my lashes, and I used the Broadway lashes in Dreamy, and I love these lashes, except the inner corners never want to stay on and I always have to fix them, but they're gorgeous lashes. So now I'm going to prime this today. I don't even know what this is, but it's by Glossier, and it's the balm.com Universal Skin Salve. I'm not really sure if it's like a moisturizer or what it is, but I'm just going to use a little bit of this. But first I'm going to use a tiny bit of the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser because my face is struggling a little bit right now. And we're just going to put some of this on my nose and right around under my eyes. And I'm really sorry if you guys hear a bunch of noises, like it's really windy. And my dad and brother just went outside to work on our trees because like we need to cut some down. So they went out to go work on that. So it's probably going to get loud. So I put that right there. I know I'm going to go in with this Glossier stuff. Right outside my window, so it's gonna be loud, but I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I don't know if I used this in a while, so that's kind of why I'm using it, but also I think it'd be really good for like prom pictures and everything. Mine's a little old. I don't even know if this is my color, but we're just gonna go with it. I think I have like one of the lightest shades. It's the lightest shade that my store sold. So I think it's like the lightest shade. Whoa, that was a lot, but I don't really know. So at school right now, like I said, I go on spring break on Friday, and I have to leave school early on Friday because we're leaving for Florida. So like I have to leave after lunch, and most of my classes are in the morning except like history, and I have choir, but we don't do like work in choir. We just like sing and learn music and stuff. But I have to miss my history test that we have Friday, so I have to like make it up on Thursday, and I don't even think I'm gonna be ready for it. And like right now in English class, we're learning about something that I'm completely confused about, and I have like literally no idea at all how to do it. So, you know, I'm a little bit worried about that because I work super hard on my grades, and if I get like a bad grade, I'm gonna be so mad. And then in math class, I don't understand what we're working on because like I thought it was super easy when my teacher was explaining it, but then my friend started explaining it to me, and I was 1000% confused after that. And like my friend is in advanced math classes, so like obviously he knows what he's talking about. But yeah, so I'm just gonna continue blending this, and then I'll be right back. Right, so I can never decide if I like love this foundation or if I hate it. So yeah, you know, we're just gonna work with it. But I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape and my Fit Me as always. I don't usually I put like more Fit Me than Tarte Shape Tape just because like I don't want to be super cakey, and this mixture is super good. And I think I'm honestly gonna be running low on my Fit Me soon. Alright, so I'm done baking and everything, and I like that powder. The only thing I don't like is that I look like really cakey around like my nose and everything, but you know, I can't really do anything about it. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of my NYC bronzer, and I'm gonna use this actually to contour. And I found this at the hard way yesterday that this is like super duper pigmented, so like a little bit goes a really long way. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of it and then go in and blend it out. Alright, now I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just gonna bronze up the face a tiny bit because I'm pasty and pale. I hate I hate being as white as I am. Like, it's so irritating, and people are like, oh, I wish I had lighter skin, or like I feel bad for people who are as pale as me and people who have like really dark complexion, just because it's harder to find makeup for like those type of skin colors. And like for me, like bronzers can be too dark, concealer can be too dark, foundation is really hard to find in the right shade, powders will show up too dark, or especially like highlighters. Oh, I hate when highlighters are way too dark because they leave a big streak, and like people who have like the perfect in the middle skin tone are so blessed because they can pull off like super light or gold highlighters. Like I can't pull off gold highlighters, and I love the way that gold highlighters look. They're so pretty. But like I can't use them because they're way too dark, and they legit leave a big streak on my face. Even some of the pale highlighters I have now leave a big streak on my face, and it's like dumb. Like, why do I have to be so pale? Why can't I be like 4 or 5 shades darker? Like, is it really too much to ask? Like, come on. Now I'm going to be using the Becca Flower Child blush. And something to keep in mind, guys, while like doing your makeup for like homecoming or prom or whatever, is that there's gonna be cameras, so you could get washed out or have really bad flashback. So like with your powders, make sure that like they don't have flashback beforehand, because you don't want to like show up in a picture with like super big lines on your smile lines and on your under eyes and everything. So just make sure that you guys have the right color foundation, like the right color everything. Like your makeup has to look perfect. Alright, now we're going to do the lower lash line. So going back in with the Morphe palette, I'm just going to do pretty much on the bottom what I did on the top, except I probably won't go quite as dark. So we're just gonna start off with, oh my gosh, guys, I'm about to make a heck of a mess. I'm just gonna go in with those two light brown transition colors and smudge that underneath there. Then we're gonna go in with a teensy tiny bit of that orange shade. And we're gonna go in with a little bit of that dark brown color more on the outer part. And then lastly, you're gonna go in with a tiny bit of black on the very outer corner. And then go back in with one of those more fluffier brushes. So I'm gonna use the one with I had the dark brown and just blend everything a little bit because you don't want it to be way too dark. And with that transition shade brush, and that's everything for the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna go in with lower lash mascara and brows and do this eye, and I'll be right back. Alright, so for inner corner highlight, I'm gonna use a mixture of Crystal and Ploof from the Holy Grail palette. They're just the two lightest shades right there. And like I told you guys that this was gonna be like a natural glam. Yeah, that took a big turn. I really didn't intend for it to look like this, but I don't know. Once I started, I like just my hands and mind took on a role of themselves and came up with this. So, you know, I'm sorry for those of you who wanted a natural glam. I promise I will do one soon for like spring/summer, because during the spring and summer, like, you don't wear as much makeup. So I promise I will do one for you guys. You will get that video eventually. And like, this was supposed to be inspired by Yaz Online, because one of her recent makeup looks was like all red and like super gorgeous, but yeah, that didn't happen today. So now for regular highlight, I'm gonna go in with, I'll use my Anastasia Glow Kit. I'm gonna use my Sun Dipped Glow Kit, and I'm gonna go in with Summer and Moonstone, but mainly Moonstone, just because it's a lighter shade. So I'm just mixing a bunch of that, tapping the excess, which is a lot off, and putting that on my cheekbones. I absolutely love this palette. It's so gorgeous and blinding, and like, just look, guys, how can you not fall in love with that? That is the face done. I'm just going to set it with some all-nighter, and then gonna go on with lipstick. And I'll probably come back once my lipstick is done, just because I don't know if what I originally wanted to do is going to work, because this guy's so dramatic. So I'll be back when my lips are done, and yeah. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. My lips is Colourpop gloss and Velvet Teddy from MAC. I know it's a little bit pink, but oh well, I don't care. But yeah, this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a complete turn on what I originally wanted, and I know my hair is probably one of the biggest hot messes you have seen literally all day. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.
So I guess I know what I gotta do. Give you a taste of your romance. Never have a clue. Give another guy everything that belongs to you. I'm a colourpop.
Sí, sí, sí.